Hey guys, what's up? It's Jaime Pfeffer and I am back with you again for another free psychic tarot reading. And this time we are pulling cards for each sign of the zodiac for the upcoming Leo full moon on January 28th. If you are interested in finding out what you can expect for this next awesome full moon, you are definitely going to want to stick around for this reading. Okay, so as I said earlier, this is a reading that is going to go zodiac by zodiac by zodiac. You will find the timestamps down below in the comments as well as in the description box. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at, number one, what do you need to let go of? Number two, how can you go into the next 28 days fully empowered? And three, what is the best crystal for you to use over the next 28 days? So if you are ready, the only other thing that I want to ask you to do before we jump in is please go down below and click on that red subscribe button along with the wiggly bell that is right next to it. That way you will receive a notification every time I do a reading. And I have been told that my readings are wow-worthy, amazing, and that they feel like personal readings. So if you are interested in pretty much having a psychic in your pocket, you're definitely going to want to subscribe and click on that wiggly bell. Okay, so first up, we are going to start with Leo. I'm actually going to start with Leo. That's the sign that the full moon is in, and it is opposite the sign that we are in currently, which is Aquarius. So the first thing that we're going to look at is what you need to surrender. And we're going to be using these Power of Surrender cards by Judith Orloff. And I have to. So I was also going to use these Power Tarot cards, Archangel Power Tarot cards by Radleigh Valentine. I was also seeing these over here though. This is the Radiant Rider-Waite, and Leo, the energy was like, pick me, pick me. So let's start out with the Power of Surrender cards, and let's find out, what does Leo need to surrender at this full moon that's on January 28th, 2021. And while I'm shuffling, I also want to talk about dates and tarot readings, at least with my tarot readings. If you happen to come to this in the future, 6 months, 9 months, 5 years down the line, it is applicable whenever you see it, okay? So if you don't happen to see it right on January 28th, 2021, don't worry your pretty little heart. Okay, wow, right out of the gate. Surrender to success came to you. Surrender to success. So what you need to let go of, Leo, for this full moon in Leo is anything that's blocking you, any limiting thoughts or beliefs that you can't be successful. And here's what your card says. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. I love that, and that word leap really makes me think of the Fool, and that is why I'm guessing the Radiant Rider-Waite was coming up so much. So, Leo, surrender to success. That is amazing. If that resonates for you, please make sure that you leave me a comment below. Next, we're going to look at the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Radleigh Valentine. I will definitely put a link to all of the card decks that I'm using in the description box, like I always do, as well as any crystals. And what empowering message do we have for Leo? What empowering message do we have for Leo? Wow, the Empress popped out. That's an amazing message. So you got the Two of Gabriel came out first, but it was in reverse. This really talks about making bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible, important relationships with people who share your vision. So because this is in reverse, if you have just recently walked away from someone that you thought had your vision, you're on the right track. This is also just telling me, don't give your authority away to other people. Make sure that you are being your own authority in your business and in your life. And that is how you are really going to bring the abundance in. Okay, awesome. Next up is the Chariot. This is a major arcana card, and this is about having a balance between receiving and giving or doing, okay? So it's like the balance between the yin and yang. And what the card talks about is determination and self-control, career advancement, and acknowledgement of success by others. This is really an awesome reading, Leo. And then your last card is the Empress, which is so amazing. The Empress is considered highly attractive. She magnetizes things to her. This talks about it's time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded, and you have luxurious and abundant resources. So this is one of the best cards in the deck. I often present as the Empress, so I love seeing this in this deck. This is wonderful. This is also a major arcana. This is just saying be confident in yourself and know that you have what it takes. Keep putting out positive visions for the future, and you will not be disappointed. I hope that you enjoyed your message, Leo. If you did, please go down below and leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. Okay, so next up, we are going to be looking at Virgo. Oh, I forgot to pick a crystal for Leo. Ooh, blue Aragonite. So blue Aragonite is your crystal. This is a really, really light blue, just a gorgeous crystal, and it's really good for soothing. It's good for soothing your emotional body if you have some heavy emotions or if you're highly sensitive or empathic. It's also really good for the throat chakra. If you have problems speaking up or you feel that you're not as confident or you feel insecure, this stone is really going to help you. It can also help if you're Leo, if you get like hot-tempered, this can definitely help to cool you down a bit. Okay, so I will make sure to put a link to blue Aragonite down below in the description box. And I hope that you have an absolutely wonderful month. Bye. Hey Virgo, welcome to your full moon tarot reading. And what we are doing is we're looking at first, what do you need to let go of for this January 28th? And this is also known as the wolf moon, the wolf full moon. Okay. So you got surrender your addictions, but it came in reverse, upside down. So I'm guessing that you are doing some type of recovery work right now, or you're working toward surrendering whatever it is. And it doesn't necessarily have to be an addiction. I think that that's kind of harsh. This is one of the decks that I'm not like a huge fan of this card, but you know, take what you like and leave the rest. And if you don't have an addiction, don't give yourself one just because this card came up. It also came up in reverse. So, and then surrender to silence, but that also came up in reverse. So this could mean one of two things. Well, it could actually mean more as well. But what I'm getting is that you recently did start surrendering to silence. So you have been meditating. It could also mean that you might be isolating a little bit too much. And so instead of being so silent, it might be time for you to actually speak up or to be around other people. So keep that in mind. And then next, we're going to look at the Archangel Power Tarot cards to find out how can you empower yourself over the next month, Virgo. How can Virgo empower themselves over the next month? Wow. And so you got a card that flipped right out. The Knight of Raphael. And this is so nice because Valentine's is coming up over the next month. And so this really talks about a committed romantic relationship, somebody coming and sweeping you off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. So that sounds really amazing. Please make sure to go down below and leave me a comment if this is something that is happening in your life. Maybe you're dating someone new, or you've had a spark in a relationship that you're already in, something like that. Ooh, you also have this flip over, the Nine of Raphael. This is like the Nine of Cups, which is an incredible, like, your wishes are fulfilled, especially when it comes to your emotions. So make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. Also, if you are interested in manifesting a romantic relationship, like it talked about here, I have an awesome manifesting meditation that helps you make wishes and to create those things. And it's actually called the 3 Wishes Meditation. So I will put a link to that as well below. It's under $10. It's under 15 minutes. It's a lot of fun. So that will be down there for you as well. And lastly, let's pick a crystal for you. I'm doing this blindly. Okay, so you got green aventurine. This is great. There was a lot of green in your reading. So you had Raphael, and green is about the heart chakra. So this makes a lot of sense. You're going to be having something having to do with romance in your life, Virgo. So that's wonderful. And green aventurine is also, it's a stone of success. It's a stone of growth. It's an amazing stone, and it's a heart stone. It's a stone of healing and creating love, okay? So wonderful stone to have. It's also a great stone for wealth. So I will put a copy to green aventurine below, and I hope that you have a fabulous next 28 days. Hey Libra, how are you? I love Libra because I am a Libra. My birthday is October 7th. If you're a Libra, I would love to know when your birthday is, so make sure that you go down below and leave me a comment. All right, let's find out first, what does Libra need to let go of during the Leo full moon on January 28th? And right away, I know this is definitely true for me, the card that came out for you was surrender stress, okay? And what I'm feeling is surrender stress, especially if it's around other people and making sure that everything is fair for everybody else. I don't know about you, but that's definitely something that I can dabble in a little bit. And also if it's about decisions, okay? Trust yourself. Go inside and trust yourself, and then make the decision and you will make the right choice. I am telling you that you will make the right choice. Let's find out what else from Libra they can surrender, if anything. Wow, okay, so your next card is surrender to your intuition. So this is a great validation of what I was just saying. Go inside. Instead of looking outside to people that probably aren't experts or may not know you as well as you know yourself, give yourself your own authority. Or if you are looking because you're just really not sure, make sure you really go to someone that is an expert, somebody that really can give you the information, the right information, okay? All right. Oh, and then this card too. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. So if you've had some kind of ailment going on, listen to your body because it's giving you clues. This is a way that your intuition speaks to you. So for example, I've had bladder infections at certain times where I've felt a lot of pressure. That has been like my number one symptom. That was actually telling me that there was a lot of psychological pressure being put on me, okay? So I was able to alleviate that pressure by setting boundaries with people and with myself, and the UTI went away. So I'm not saying that's what's going to happen to you every single time, but it certainly can have an impact because our mind and body are linked, okay? So next we're going to look at the Archangel Power Tarot cards. I have a really little table in here, so I keep having to bend down. Okay, so I didn't even have to shuffle. Yours just jumped right out. So you got the 7 of Gabriel. This is the 7 of Wands, and this is really about standing up. I'm really hearing standing up for yourself. Standing up for yourself, standing up for what you believe in, having confidence, and claiming your personal power. So again, don't make anybody else your authority. I think I might have talked about that in Virgo. It was either Virgo or this reading. It just comes to me so quickly that I say it and then I sometimes forget. So make sure that you stand up for yourself, and that, you know, like I said, if you're going to go to an expert, make sure that it's somebody that really is an expert, okay? I know for me, I used to really look up to certain people, and then I would get in these relationships with them hoping that they would tell me, you know, my truth. And a lot of times they didn't even know what my truth was. So I had to go inside, or I had to find people like certain psychics that I had vetted to make sure that, you know, they weren't just blowing smoke, or they, you know, to make sure that they really were giving me sound advice, okay? So that was your first card. Wow. And your second card is Ace of Raphael. So I feel like this is about what I was just talking about. If you are going to be looking for somebody who's an expert who can help you through something, you're being given a new beginning, a chance to experience a type of relationship that you may not have experienced before. This is wonderful, especially for Valentine's Day coming up. And this talks about a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, and deep and lasting spiritual insight. So if you do go to an expert for help and it's a psychic, you are going to get deep and lasting spiritual insights. So that's exciting. And last, I'm going to pick a crystal for you from my huge bag of crystals, okay? So let's see, what are we gonna get for Libra? Gorgeous. So Libra got Axinite. Axinite is a really great, it's a purple stone. This is such a nice one. It's like really a palm stone, so I can just hold it in my hand. Axinite is the type of stone that you can put in a room and it will literally like soak up any negative energy that's there, any lower vibes. It is, of course, a crown chakra stone, so having to do with spirituality or intuition or connection. It's also quite calming. It reminds me a lot of lepidolite, which is a very, very calming and soothing crystal. So this is the stone that you want to use, Libra, for the next 30 days to have the best, or 28 days, the best 28 days that you can in 2021. So I will leave a link for you below for this if you would like to pick it up. And please leave me a comment if anything in this reading resonated for you. I love hearing from you. Okay, talk to you soon, Libra. Bye. Okay, next up we are looking at Scorpio. And Scorpio, I did not even have to shuffle the cards for you because I got Surrender to Effortlessness. So if you are like really driving and striving to get things done, your guidance over the next 28 days is to take a step back and to float, to be really effortless and put out to the universe what you want and allow that to come to you, okay? If you're driving and striving and it's hard and you're pushing, you wanna really back off, okay? Yeah, stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow. So I'm going to tell you right now, Aquamarine is your stone for the next 28 days. It is a very light blue color. I don't know if I have a piece right here in this bag, but it's a beautiful, beautiful stone. It is the best stone that I know of, and I probably have like 200 in this bag right here for going with the flow and letting go. So let's find out also. I have a very little table in here, so I keep having to go down for the cards. Let's find out also how you can be empowered, Scorpio. So how can Scorpio be empowered over the next 28 days? Wow. Okay, so your card, this is similar to, I don't know if it was Leo, but it is the Nine of Raphael. This is the Nine of Cups, the wishes fulfilled card, especially in emotions or something that you love. And so this talks about making a wish, dreams becoming a reality, a joyful time of life. So this is going to be an awesome 28 days for you as long as you take a step back, stop pushing so hard. Like if you could take a vacation sometime in the next 28 days, do it. The other thing that you are really going to want to do is make some wishes. And so I talked about this in Leo, I think it was, or Virgo. I have an amazing manifesting. I have a couple manifesting meditations that you might want to check out. One of them is Unblocking Abundance, where I walk you through how to bring more abundance into your life, but it's a beautiful visual meditation with like waterfalls and everything. The other one is called 3 Wishes, and you literally have your own genie. I walk you through it. There's gorgeous music in the background. It's awesome. I mean, honestly, there's no reason for you to not do it. It's under $10, it's under 15 minutes, and it's so fun. And it's the exact type of energy that you need to get into if you really want to start manifesting, okay? I haven't done a ton of like focused manifesting videos on this channel, but I have manifested a ton of stuff, including a 3,600 square foot condo on the beach, This diamond ring, almost identical. I have several other rings and pieces of jewelry. I have an emerald that I manifested, an emerald ring. I've manifested cars, furniture, relationships with people. And so one of my favorite ways to do it, and one of the easiest ways to do it, is to take a step back and relax and then do exactly what I talk about doing in the meditations that I recorded. So Unblocking Abundance, 3 wishes. I will put links for those below. You really have nothing to lose. And so much to gain. It's like amazing. Once you start manifesting, it's incredible how much power, you realize how much power you have. All right, so lastly, we will look at a crystal for you. So what is going to be a good crystal for Scorpio? Wow, okay, I'm surprised. And so your crystal is actually metal, and this is rainbow hematite, and it's a heart. So I really like that. And I feel like the reason that you got this is because you want to be able to deflect any negative energy or any doubts that are coming in that are saying to you, oh, I can't just listen to a meditation and manifest this amazing ring. Or, oh, maybe she can do it, but I can't. Or it's got to be harder than just spending $9.99. Okay? Rainbow hematite, this one is in a heart shape. I always love to get different shapes of crystals. They mean different things to me. It's also, if you get different shapes, it's an easy way to remember, to be able to tell the crystals apart when you're first learning them. I'll put a link to this below, as well as to the meditations, and I can't wait to hear from you next month to find out what you manifested. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hey Sag, so happy to see you and to do this quick little reading for you. And so the first thing we're looking at is, what do you need to surrender at this full moon? Because full moons are the time where the energy is the highest and we need to let's go. We need to clear things out. You got a beautiful card, and what you need to surrender is, you need to surrender to miracles. So you see these beautiful dolphins here. Whenever I see dolphins, I think of communication and playfulness, okay? So keep that in mind. I also love how there's a big full moon back here. So that's a nice validation right there. This talks about being open to miracles occurring in your life. So if you're in a situation that seems really hopeless and I need a miracle for this to happen, be open and receptive to receive that miracle, okay? Feel and know that these events are real, miracles, and let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen, okay? Well, that sounds good. And next, let's find out, how can you empower yourself over the next 28 days? Okay, so you got the 8 of Ariel, but it was in reverse. And so the 8 of Ariel talks about getting more education or trying harder, going back to school, learning a new skill. And what I'm getting from the reverse card is that you don't need to do that. If you feel like you need to go get more training, or you need to have more knowledge or more skills, the universe is saying to you, you really don't. So you can go after what it is that you want, and you can have it. You need to believe in miracles though, okay? Just like the first card talked about. I'm really curious to hear how your next month goes, so make sure that you leave a comment below. And before I let you go, I am also going to pull you a crystal from my big bag of crystals. So let's see. Ooh, okay, labradorite. This is a rough piece of labradorite, and so I am going to encourage you, see how it's sparkly like that? I'm going to encourage you to wear some kind of sparkle, or don't let life dull your sparkle, right? There's that saying. Also wear some sparkle. And labradorite is an amazing grounding stone. It's also an amazing stone for protecting your energy. So if it feels like people around you are jealous, or they're trying to, oppress you, or they don't want you there, or something like that, get yourself a piece of labradorite. Get it anyways. Just get it and have it. Carry it around with you. It's a great deflector. really works well so that you can deflect negative energy, and also it's good for grounding, meaning that if you do have doubts and stuff in your mind, it can help you ground those into the ground so that you're not in your head, okay? I'm also hearing, well, it's a shield, but I'm also hearing that it can help to really dampen any like fieriness, or if you have a quick temper or something like that. So that is your reading, Sag. I hope you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hey Capricorn, welcome to your reading. And the first thing that we are looking at is, what do you need to release at this full moon? So let's look at what does Capricorn need to release? There we go. Ooh. At this full moon. Wow, okay, so your card is Surrender Your Addictions. This also came out in a different stack, and I don't remember who it was. It was maybe Leo, which is interesting because we're at the opposite end here. And so this is a full moon in Leo. And so I talked about, I'm not a huge fan of this card. Take what you like and leave the rest. I'm seeing this mask that she has on. So this talks about, whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. I don't know. Addiction just seems like it feels like it might kind of be generalized in the terms of this card, or at least who's on the other end. Okay. So if there's an unhealthy behavior or behavior that you would like to change, let's put it that way, behavior that you don't prefer, now, over the next 28 days would be an amazing time for you to just admit that and say, I would really like to surrender this. I would really like to be open and receptive to information coming in of how I can have what I would prefer to have instead of this. There, that's a nicer way of saying it. And then next, we're going to look at how can you get empowered over the next 28 days. Great. This is beautiful. This is the 9 of Michael, which is traditionally the 9 of air. And this is a card about anxiety and sleepless nights. So you might have an addiction, or you might have not even an addiction, but you just might have an issue with negative thinking, right? And this might be something that you picked up as a child. It's very, very common in dysfunctional families. I actually used to wear worry like it was a badge. Like I thought it was really cool to be worried about everything and to be super prepared and, beyond the point of being prepared, right? And so I've now learned that worry really robs me of the present moment, and it keeps me super rigid at times, and it keeps me out of expansion and really out of the present moment. So this is talking about your worry is unnecessary. So if you do notice yourself over the next month feeling super worried, remember this card. Come back to this reading, okay? Your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. So that has been a real pattern in these readings. We've had that come up several times about visioning and thinking about what you want and thinking about your dreams that you want actually coming true. And so I talked about 2 of my manifesting meditations. These are the same processes that I have used to manifest some incredible things, many types of jewelry, including my diamond wedding ring, a condo on the beach, cars, as well as different relationships, lots of different things. So anyways, release feelings of regret, guilt, and worry to your angels. And if you are interested, I've got 2 meditations. One of them is called Unblocking Abundance, and the other one is called 3 Wishes, where you actually tell a genie what your wishes are. They're fantastic meditations. The music is top notch. These are meditations that I did in a recording studio and that I tested out with many people before I published them. They're on iTunes and various places. I will leave a link below for that if you are interested. Honestly, if you're going to get yourself a Valentine's present, make it that. It's super fun. It's easy. It's a way that you are actually taking your own power and allowing yourself to unleash your power and bring things in that you want for yourself. So I'll put links to those below. And before I let you go, let's grab a crystal for you. Awesome. So your crystal is a very light green aventurine. Light green aventurine is very much about the heart center, the heart chakra. It's also about manifesting. It's about success, and it's about growth, and it's about love. And this piece in particular is a cube, and cubes are very good for stable foundations. So I will put a link down below for some green aventurine if you are interested in getting yourself a piece. It's just a fantastic all-around great crystal to have. It helps you with growth in any area of your life, as well as business or monetarily, because it is green, and it also helps you with healing. I hope you enjoyed your reading, Capricorn, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Okay, Aquarius, happy birthday to you, and I'm so happy for your birthday. Drop me a comment and let me know if you are celebrating a birthday in Aquarius month. I would love to know, and I would love to wish you a happy birthday. Let's find out what you need to release over the next 28 days. Okay, your first card out is Surrender to the Wisdom of Your Body. And I talked about this in one of the other readings. If you've had something going on with your body, for example, I have had urinary tract infections or pressure. Actually, they couldn't even find an infection, but I had the pressure and it felt just like a urinary tract infection. It was actually my body's way of telling me that there was pressure that was being put on me and that pressure needed to go, okay? I've had many, many other examples of my body giving me wisdom like this. So if you've had something going on in your life, it could even be like a lower back pain is often associated with fears about money. What are some other things? I mean, even acne, those are considered like anger bursts if you get upset about something. Totally normal. And this isn't about blaming you for a health condition. It's really about your body yelling at you, your body really wanting to get your attention that there's something that isn't right for you, okay? And it's time for you to come in and take action to do something different. Let's also look at the Archangel Power Tarot cards. And if you have had something going on with your body, whether it's a cold or cough or something else, and this is resonating with you, please leave me a message, a comment. I love hearing from you. I love hearing about your validations. You honestly cannot give me too many positive comments. Like, I love positive comments. Okay, great. Stand up for what you believe in. The Seven of Gabriel. This is the Seven of Wands. So if you're at a doctor, that's the other thing I'm getting, or like a dentist or some kind of a healthcare professional, and you're telling them something isn't right here, or, you know, I'm feeling this, and they're kind of dismissing you, it's really important that you stand up for yourself and stand up for what you believe in. Now, it might not have anything to do with your health, a healthcare provider. You are really being encouraged to stand up for yourself over the next 28 days, have confidence in yourself, and really claim your personal power. That has a lot to do with your solar plexus area, which is where your belly button is, and it's yellow, okay? So that's exciting. Again, let me know if that is ringing true for you. And let's see what your crystal is for the following month. Wow, your crystal is green opal, and this is a rough piece of green opal. I did happen to see, though, when I first put it up like this, it looks like an arrowhead to me. So you are being sent in the direction up. And it reminds me kind of like a pea pod. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that before. So you may want to add some more veggies or even some pea pods. They're a great snack to your daily regimen or weekly regimen. In terms of its metaphysical properties and benefits, green opal is a very cleansing and revitalizing stone. It's awesome for your health because it's green. So it carries Archangel Raphael's vibration, and it's also very good for wealth because it's green, and it's great for the heart chakra, any type of emotional things, and it's great for growth. If there's any areas in your life that you are growing, and you are growing because it's your birthday this month. So happy birthday to you. I will definitely put a link below to some green opal if you are interested in getting a piece or more. And I hope that you have an amazing birthday month. Bye. Hey Pisces, how are you? And let's jump right in. We are looking at what do you need to surrender during this Leo full moon, aka the wolf moon. Wow, beautiful. Your card is surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. So you might need to surrender to a meditation practice, or even just setting a timer for a minute. You can begin with that. In quiet, meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. That's so beautiful. So, there's another one that wants to come out. Wow, surrender to the beauty of your natural world. So I was actually thinking as I was reading the last card that if you're somebody that has a hard time meditating to a timer, you might want to go for a walk. So you are being encouraged to take walks in nature. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. That's beautiful. So let's also look at your Archangel Power Tarot card, how you can feel empowered over the next 28 days. And that came right out. And you got the Seven of Gabriel, which really talks about standing up for yourself. This is the Seven of Wands in traditional tarot. So stand up for what you believe in. And also, I'm feeling like this might even be about setting boundaries with yourself, right? Making sure that you're having the time to cultivate inner peace. And it doesn't even really take that long, like even just moments of stopping and pausing and just grounding yourself, or taking a breath, making time for yourself to go out in nature. I know sometimes, I'm a mom, I also homeschool, I have my own business, I'm a wife, there's a lot of stuff going on. We've got a lot of responsibilities, but we're so much better for everybody else in our lives because we take the time to nurture and care for ourselves first, okay? This also talks about claiming your personal power. So do what you think is right. If you've got somebody in your life that kind of tells you what to do or criticizes what you do, this is really talking about making yourself your own authority. Because as adults, nobody is really technically an authority over us. I mean, we have to follow the laws, of course, but other than that, we are our own authority. So let's look at what crystal is going to benefit you for the next 28 days. And I will grab my bag of crystals and I'm just picking them randomly. Wow, you got citrine. That is a beautiful crystal. This is a little citrine point, and citrine can also just look pure yellow. Citrine is about personal power, actually. It's about confidence and personal power, and it is a stone of wealth. It's a stone of happiness. It's a stone of joy. It really is about your solar plexus chakra, also the sacral chakra, which is about emotions. It's about your self-esteem and feeling confident. So feel confident that taking time for yourself over the next 28 days is going to benefit you. It's going to make you wealthier. Citrine is also known as the merchant stone. And one of its benefits is that if you put a piece of it in your wallet or your purse or your cash drawer, that you will attract money to you. So if you are interested in getting a piece of citrine, I will put a link below in the description box. And if you resonated with this reading, I would love to know. I love hearing from you. I love receiving your positive comments and hearing how the readings resonate with what is going on in your life. I will talk to you again soon, Pisces. Thanks and bye. And next up, we have Aries, the fiery Aries, the Aries that I love so much because it is the opposite in many ways of how I am, which is a Libra. So let's find out what Aries needs to let go of this month. What does Aries need to let go of? Wow, you got a lot of cards. Okay, let's find out here. Number 1, surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say, thank you for sharing, and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. So if you've been thinking critically about yourself or other people, this is really asking you to try to surrender that negative thinking. And I'm really feeling like it's about yourself. It's self-talk. Next, surrender to play. This is a beautiful card with a bright orange and yellow color to it. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. That's awesome. Okay, surrender to rest and sleep, but it was upside down. So my guess is either that you haven't been sleeping enough or rest and sleep. Maybe you've been resting a ton and you need to do the opposite, which is actually get into something. So that's going to be different for every person. You'll have to apply it to your personal situation, or you can always book a reading with me if you are interested in finding out what the energies are for you specifically. Wow. Next up, surrender to silence. So now I'm thinking that you aren't having a lot of silence. Or maybe you're resting, but you're not allowing any time to actually rejuvenate or meditate. So you're asked to surrender to silence. And lastly, a couple other ones got this. Surrender your addiction. So this could even be an addiction to negative thinking. I've also talked about in a couple of the other ones, a couple of the other signs. I'm not a huge fan of this card in this deck. I think that it can be kind of harsh. And if you get this card and you're not aware that you have an addiction, it doesn't necessarily mean that you absolutely 100% do. An addiction is like a physiological thing. So I get the feeling that when she did these cards, she didn't really think about the weight behind the word addiction or the fact that empaths are looking at these cards, because she is like a leader of empaths. So empaths can take things really, really personally and seriously, and that's because we absorb. So if you get this card and it feels shaming or it feels wrong for you, please listen to yourself, okay? You might have some patterns of thinking or some patterns of doing things, but they may not necessarily be an addiction, okay? So again, if you would like to find out for yourself, in particular, if you do have a problem with an addiction, that is definitely something that I can look at as a psychic, but you would need to book a personal reading for that. And you can do that down below in the description box. I have a link that says book a reading. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's look at how you can empower yourself, Aries. And also, that's not to say that if you are an Aries that you don't have an addiction, right? You're going to have to figure it out for yourself, or get a reading, or go to someone else that is an expert in addictions. Okay, so you got the Knight of Michael, which is the Knight of Air. This is very much about choosing logic over emotion. So if you just got that surrender an addiction, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have an addiction, which I'm not making fun of by any means. I've been there. I've been there. I've had people that really do have addictions projecting it onto me and telling me that it's me, and me like actually believing it. Okay. This is telling you that don't go into that emotional space. It's great to have emotions. We all have emotions. We all have feelings. But in this circumstance, it's going to be better for you, to choose logic over emotion. The other thing that this Knight is talking about is sudden changes. So this could even be what I've been talking about right now. You might have thought you had this epiphany about having an addiction, and then all of a sudden I come in and say, that may not be true. Okay. That's how the Knight of Michael is. It cuts through. Michael is a swords. He's in charge of swords, which is negative thinking actually. So I'm so happy that this came out for you. Archangel Michael is really about slicing through things that aren't the truth. And it's about ideas. It's about communication. And he is just an extreme protector. So if you are feeling nervous or worried, use this dark blue color and imagine a shield of this color around you. You can also call on Archangel Michael for help, right? Okay, great. So your next card is the Four of Michael, and it really talks about needing some time to rest, needing some time to step back from the hustle and bustle of everything and resting. And it talks about needing time to contemplate and meditate. So I have an entire meditation shop full of different types of meditations for different types of meditators. If you only like a couple of minute long meditations, I have some great gratitude meditations. I think I have 28 of them. So you can listen to a couple a day. I'm sorry, one a day if you want, or one a week. Or I also have meditations for worry to help you release your worries. So I want to recommend my meditation shop to you, Aries. There is a link for it below in the description box. And my guidance to you is just scroll through and see which one jumps out to you. You have enough intuition and you've got Archangel Michael on your side. He's going to guide you to the right one for you. Okay. And lastly, we're going to pick your crystal for the month. So let's see, what is the best crystal for Aries for the period following the full moon on January 28th? Okay, and so your crystal is blue Aventurine. This is a very, very dark blue stone, Archangel Michael, of course, and it does represent communication, which would be the throat chakra, and really keeping your ideas and your energy grounded. Blue Aventurine is also an amazing stone for medium. So I don't know if you have mediumship abilities or if you've been thinking about your ancestors. If you do want a mediumship reading, that is something else that I provide. I am a medium, a professional medium, and you can find a link for that below as well. If you are thinking about becoming a medium or honing your skills, or maybe you've just been thinking about somebody that you've lost, this is definitely a validation that they are with you, okay? I hope that you enjoyed your reading, Aries, and that you have a fabulous month ahead. Bye. Hey, Taurus, welcome to your full moon in Leo, the wolf moon reading. And so we are going to start off with, what do you need to release at this full moon? Because full moons are the time where the energy is at the highest and we release what we no longer need. So let's find out what that is for Taurus. Luckily, these cards are just jumping right out. So your card is surrender to prayer. And so whether you are religious or not, you can still pray. You don't have to be religious. And so this talks about give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard through the universe and answers and support will arrive. So if you have felt stuck or like there's something, you're stuck, you can't do anything, you can't move, I'm really getting like a disempowered feeling here. What you are being guided to do is to maybe let go of any judgments or doubts about prayer, about the power of prayer, and to really just allow yourself to ask for help. That can be another indicator of this card, and you can think it in your head, you can say it out loud, you can write it down. Vision boards are a form of prayer, and actually affirmations are a form of prayer. So use whatever variety of prayer works best for you, but you're being asked to surrender to prayer at this full moon. And then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at what is going to empower you over the next 28 days. And there's your card. Okay, this is the same thing that Aries got last time. The Four of Michael, this is the Four of Air. This is about ideas. Air is about ideas, communication. But this is really about insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off. So you need a vacation, you need a rest, you need a recharge. Seek relief from stress. Okay, and I was really being drawn to the bottom of the deck. So this is another four. This is the Four of Raphael, which is the Four of Cups. And this talks about seeking out other possibilities, look for the magic in life, and being aware of your emotions. So in traditional tarot, this card is someone that is sitting down and there are 3 empty cups in front of them, but there's another cup, but this person doesn't see that cup, okay, because they're focused on the 3 empty cups. So you may have lost something recently and you're really focused on it, and it feels very, very painful. What you are being asked to do is to take a step back, allow yourself to rest, okay? Any type of loss or when something is taken out of our life or it's just not there anymore, it's normal and natural to have loss associated with it. It's normal and natural to have emotions, okay? This is asking you to honor your emotions. Actually, the one previous to this was. So honor your emotions and take a rest. Like you're tired, okay? Give yourself a rest. Don't take care of anybody else for a while and just take care of you, okay? Also, allow yourself to cry if that's what you need to do. And once you do that, you're going to be okay. You are going to be okay. So let's pick a crystal for you for this month. Wow, this is perfect. Your crystal is rose quartz. Rose quartz is a stone of unconditional love. It is a stone for the heart chakra. It is incredibly soothing, comforting, loving. So I'm really getting the feeling, Taurus, that this is about your inner child. And so what you're being encouraged to do over the next 28 days after this full moon is to really care about yourself, be gentle and kind to yourself, and be loving to yourself. Allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to grieve or have whatever emotions you have, and don't feel ashamed about those emotions. Just try to love and accept yourself through it. And one of the best ways that you can do that is through a piece of rose quartz. You can just lay it right on your heart. If you would like to get a piece of rose quartz like this, I will put a link below in the description box. And thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Bye. Hey Gemini, welcome to your full moon in Leo reading. I keep wanting to say full moon in Capricorn, but it's actually a full moon in Leo. So the first thing that we're looking at is, what do you need to release on this full moon? What does Gemini need to release on this full moon? Wow, these cards have been amazing. Okay, surrender the drama. That is very clear. So if you've had any drama around you, it is time to clear this out, clear this ish out, and let it go, okay? Wow. I mean, you just see this guy, his eyes are just like, ugh, and there's like, I don't know if those are wolves, but this is actually going to be called, this is called the wolf moon. So this is very interesting. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. So that's a good card. And I'm just really feeling like it wants me to pick the crystal now. So the crystal that you got is Botswana Agate. And so this is a very calming, grounding crystal. So I'm not surprised that you got this at all. It is this peach color. It is for the sacral chakra, which is really about emotions, and it's about like codependency or any types of addictions. It's about emotional wounds or core wounds that we received as children, particularly if we were surrounded by people who were emotionally unavailable, abandoned us. We grew up in a dysfunctional home, okay? I have a feeling that the drama that you're dealing with is a remake of something that occurred for you when you were a small child, okay? So you're being asked to really release this, surrender this drama, okay? Don't allow yourself to continue to be hooked into this over and over and over. And you might even need to clear out, I'm actually hearing clear out inflaming foods in your diet, hot stuff too, like super spicy, just for now, not forever, but also any foods that kind of really mess up your system that oh gosh, I feel horrible after I eat that. You might want to just take a 28-day break from that. And then the other thing that I'm feeling is what you're watching. If you're watching a lot of drama, that stuff imprints on us. It can have a real imprint, especially if we're empathic, because we're absorbing all of this stuff, okay? So you might want to just cut back. I know sometimes it's hard to cut it all out, but this is what you need to let go of actually on the 28th. So let's look at your next card. And also about this piece of agate. Agate is a little bit slow moving or slow working, but what it's going to do is it's going to come in very calmly, very softly, and it's super grounding and centering, and that's exactly what you need. So I will put a link to this below in the description box. I've also noticed my fingers now have gotten kind of dark, and that's because I have some pieces of stibnite in this bag. That stibnite is black and it actually kind of rubs off on your finger. So let's see what you can do to empower yourself. Gemini. Okay, wow. Your card is the Nine of Raphael. There have been a couple other groups that got this, and this is really about the wishes fulfilled card. In this deck, they are saying to you, make a wish. Dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. So in the other zodiac signs that got this, I talked about the 2 manifesting meditations that I recorded myself that are available in my shop. You might want to check those out. They're awesome. These are my own personal practices that I've used to manifest amazing things, many amazing things. And so they're both under $10 and they're both under 15 minutes long. And it's an awesome way just to, I mean, even if you're like in the throes of whatever this drama situation is, I have a feeling it's with another person, probably a male. You know, one of the best things that you can do if you're pulled into that and it's like your mind is just kind of like glued there is to do something different. So meditating, and the nice thing is, even if you have never meditated before, I guide you through everything. And the music is so like amazing. This music I bought, it will just, you close your eyes and I guide you through everything. You don't have to know how to do anything. You just listen to it. You listen to what I tell you to do. And I don't want to guarantee it, but you're going to feel better after you do it. You're definitely going to feel more empowered. So I will leave links to both of those meditations below. I would particularly go after the one that's called 3 Wishes because I use a genie in the message, in the meditation, and this is a genie on this card. So that is it for your reading for this amazing full moon. Gemini, I hope you liked it. If you did, please go down below and leave me a comment, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, Cancer, this is it. This is my last reading. I'm very excited. My last reading of this cycle, of this reading. Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm very excited, and what we are first looking at is what do you need to let go of at this Leo full moon. Wow, and there was another one in the lineup that got this as well, and it is surrender to miracles. Unfortunately, I don't remember what sign that was. It might have been Sagittarius. And so here we've got these dolphins. I really love this because we've got this huge moon back here. So it's such a nice validation. I mentioned this in the Sagittarius reading, but when I see dolphins, I always think about playfulness and also communication, higher knowledge. They are also just amazing animals. They have really, they're pods. They have these friendships and this community. So this talks about being open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. So miracles can happen. You need to get into the space where you believe in miracles happening. Open your mind to miracles occurring for you in your life. Banish any doubt that miracles can happen. So if you need to, bookmark this reading and come back anytime you have a doubt over the next 28 days, okay? And next, we are going to look at what is going to empower you over the next 28 days. What is going to empower Cancer over the next 28 days? Please show me. There we go. Wow, okay. The Lovers, and this was also called the Choice. So if you have a difficult decision, you feel like you're at a crossroads, maybe not, it could just be a decision and you just aren't sure which way to go. This is telling you to make choices from your heart. It's also talking about deep emotional commitments and the power of love. So this is a really beautiful card. This is overseen by Archangel Raphael. We have the purple here, and that is about spirituality and the crown chakra. And then we have this couple together, okay, that looks very much into one another. And so that's what you have to look forward to. That is your empowerment over the next 28 days. Now, the last thing that we're going to do is pick you a crystal. So what crystal is going to help Cancer the most over the next 28 days? Okay, so your crystal is called Charoite. Charoite, Charoite. And it is a purple crystal that's got like hints of black and like almost like a taupe color in it. And the best thing that I know that Charoite is for is past life relationships, really clearing out karmic patterns, relationship patterns, or cords or karma from past life relationships, really just clearing all of that away. So that's what this is for. And I think the fact that you got the Lover's card, you could have someone in your life right now in a romantic capacity who you have a past life with, okay? That there's like some kind of karma going on that is weighing down your relationship at this time. It also could be that you did something in a previous life and you were held to like this super high standard. I'm just thinking about the play card that came out. So you could have been like a soldier, or where there were like all these rigid rules and stuff on you. So it's time for you. Oh, actually it wasn't about play. It was about miracles, wasn't it? Okay. Well, you may have not had a lot of miracles in your life previously. You might have had a past life that was really sad, okay? This can help to clear away a lot of that stuff. The other thing with this crystal is that it is high vibration, and it's really good also for your crown chakra. So it can be useful if you are trying to hone your psychic abilities or your intuition, if you're trying to receive more messages, to channel or to connect with the right people, where you will receive answers on your path. So this is a powerful crystal. And I haven't featured it, I don't think, in any of my readings before, so I'm excited that it came out for you. As a Cancer sign, you are a water sign and you are naturally sensitive and psychic. So yeah, I will put a link to Charoite down below, and I really hope you enjoyed your full moon in Leo reading. I will talk to you again very soon. Bye. And to everybody that made it to the very end of this reading, if you watched from the very beginning or listened to the very end, I want to give you a round of applause. And what I want you to do is I want you to go down below and drop me a heart emoji of any color that you'd like. You can do it along with your comment if you're going to leave me a text comment, which I love hearing your comments. Honestly do, unless they're mean. I really don't want to hear any mean comments. But if you would like to leave a positive, kind comment or let me know how the reading resonated for you, also leave me a heart. Then I know that you made it all the way to the end of the reading, which is amazing. I hope you guys have an amazing full moon as always, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.